Cams come out of that one.
All right, hopefully we're live. Had a little technical difficulties. Welcome back to the Gulls versus the Giants. Both teams coming in on 3 losses from the tournament. Kilma trying to keep it in on the blue line. Giants able to find the succession. They're crossing through in their zone. Taking a shot, hitting off a Gulls player. Battle along the boards, got puck loose. Giants still trying to put one on net, goes wide. Shot on goal from the Giants, glove save by the Tendy. So some minor difficulties getting that stream going, but we're back live. Giants win the faceoff. They try taking a shot, goes wide. Might have hit off of a player. Dyke forces his man off. Evanson picks it up in the corner, tries to toss it up, but intercepted by the Giants. Good stick on it. Burns trying to find it. And the Giants dump it in deep. Trying to center it pass. Good stick away from Geike, but another shot comes on goal. Saved by Brotherton. Evanson pushes off to Anderson. And Giants cause a loose puck, but Anderson finds it again. Skating through. Little collision right there as he was going to get the shot off. Burns back on defense, picking it up. Anderson taken down off the puck. Giants find their man. Neutral ice, missed their pass. Moroni picks it up on the blue line. Using the boards. Gonna have to battle it out a little bit. We're going to have a penalty on high sticking. Moroni going to the sin bin for high sticking at 13:10. 2 minutes on the board for that minor. Giants pushing it back to the blue line. Missed the pass. Reuper takes control of it. Trying to push it around. Good stick on from the Giants. Strips him away of it. Giants entering the zone. And good clear by the Gulls. Giants already there to take up. Takes a shot, glove save, but loose puck. There's going to be some cleanup by Reuper. And the Gulls are going to be putting the first one on the board. 1-0. And that was a short-handed goal for the Gulls. A little quieter on the announcements today. Giants find it and dump it in. Down the net. Picked up by Gordon. Gordon skating through with it. A little collision from the Giants. Takes a shot, goes high. Bringing her on the boards. Gulls looking to change out some defensive legs. Not there at the blue line, but they're back for the defensive portion. Giants skating in front. Good deflection by the Gulls, but that's going to be delayed penalty on the Gulls. And we're going to be back at a two-man disadvantage for 42 seconds at 11:52. Two-man disadvantage, heavy defense expected on this penalty kill. 30 more seconds left. Loose puck out front and covered. This penalty kill brought to you by Emily Sand and Gravel. Two-man down, we can ice. Looking for a clear line. Loose puck out front. And Kilmer's going to find it and sauce it down. And 9 seconds remaining. 4, 3. And the Gulls are back at four-man. No icing. Icing being waved off as Gulls able to get to it, trying to clear, but Giants pick it up along the board. Good stick on from Kilmer. Knocks it loose from the Giants. Butcher's going to find it. He's going to toss it down again. No icing again as we still have one in the box for another minute. Giants get a good clear just past the stick of Geike. Evanson back on defense. Sorry, Carr. That is Carr, 16. Kilmer pushes it over to Carr, and Carr tries to push it to Butcher, but Butcher just gets a loose stick off of it. Giants approaching the net. They will put one in at 10:25. Taking advantage, 10:22. We're going to call it 10:22 as time stops there, and that'll clear the penalty as they successfully got a goal on their power play opportunity. Score even up 1-1. Unlike the other games, they did not start with a shootout, so all scores are actual goals from this game. Burns caught with a stick on the ice, and skater trips over it, and we're going to be called for 2 minutes minor. This is another Emily Sand and Gravel penalty kill. Carr battling it out, gets the puck loose, has won the combat. He's got it. He's only got two in front of him. He wants to go to the net, short-handed. Leaves it behind, but nobody there. Collision. Moroni back on defense along with Evanson. Good stick by Moroni, but shot still gets off. Blocked by Brotherton, pushed off to the corner. Soft roller right in front of the crease and got cleared. Bell's looking at swapping out some legs. Again, we are still in a penalty kill for the next minute 13. Moroni's going to force the issue. Finds the puck loose from the Giants. Good stick from the Giants. Moroni tying up the puck, killing up that time for that penalty kill. It gets loose though. Evanson trying to battle it out. Good defense moving back as the Giants dump it in. Good time kill, 50 seconds remaining on that penalty kill. Pressure being given to Reuper. Kilmer finding the puck, trying to clear it along the boards. Gordon battled it out a little bit, but Giants able to find their man, top circle. They're going to push it in deeper. Carr trying to get to it first. Meeting some resistance with the Giants. Loose puck out front and covered by Brotherton. Good clear by Ackerson. Butcher coming in, entering in, trying to force some issues. But Giants find their man along the blue line. We are shorthanded at the moment. Carr back on defense. Giants trying to push one through. Gets it through. Loose puck still. Brotherton trying to cover, unable to do so. Giants trying to get a centering pass. Gulls back at full strength. 8 minutes remaining in the first period, 1-1. And that's going to be another tripping call on the Gulls. Looks like Carr, Brady, 16, going into the sin bin on that one. That's going to put us on another Emily Sand and Gravel penalty kill. Giants seeing a lot of power play opportunities. Ackerson taking the drop, trying to win it. Giants still find the succession. Burns tried to get a stick on it, but Giants took it back. Good battle along the boards with Ackerson, but Giants still having possession. They're looking for a centering option. Evanson gets his man off the puck. Burns going to find it, trying to ring the boards. Will it clear? No, it will not. Giants picking it up right along the blue line. Looking for a tip. No go. Burns finds himself with the possession of the puck, skating out, trying to maneuver around. Again, Gulls being short-handed. And penalty on the Giants. Four-on-four hockey for the next minute 20. We'll only see a 40-second power play opportunity. But 4-on-4, no icing available during this time. Boards right. Anderson trying to tie up the puck. Shot goes high from Ibertowski. I believe that was Ibertowski. Clear on the Giants, but again, no icing. The speed is dying down. Icing waved off as it slowed down. Another delayed penalty for the Gulls as a delayed tripping call being called. That's going to be another two-man advantage for the Giants. Sorry, one-man advantage. It's going to be 3-on-4 hockey. Gulls at the disadvantage for the next 48 seconds. Trying to get it clear. Giants pick it up, take a shot, goes high and wide. Giants picking it up along the half wall. They're going to throw one up, soft toss. Just gets off the glove of Brotherton, goes wide into the corner. 30 seconds remaining on that one-man advantage. Giants top circle, taking a shot, looking for tip, no good. Bringing back around. Good knee in front of Burns. Another shot goes high. Giants having a lot of shots on goal, but a misinterpreted pass, and they get a clear. Again, 3-on-4 hockey, 5 more seconds. Giants approaching, coming in, and they will lift one up. And just as the Gulls were able to clear one, Giants will put one more in, so that will be able to clear Well, I thought that the goal was in before that, or after that penalty was cleared, but the refs are saying no go, but actually it was shorthanded. It was 4-4, that's right. So nobody gets out of the box. So 4-4 hockey. Moroni battling along the blue lines, Giants strip it away. Burns is going to be finding it. He gets it clear, but refs communicating back, and that's going to be an icing as it's 4-4 hockey. Unable to. Coaches having a discussion, might be regarding the icing, might be regarding the 4-5, we're unsure, but 10 more seconds left of the 4-4. And now we're at the man disadvantage as the Giants are 5 goals on 4. Tripping call being called on the Giants. So we're going to see 15 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey. And the remaining minute 45 for a Gulls power play opportunity. Gulls down right now, 1-2. Carr picks it up, pushing it back to Kilmer. Kilmer trying to dump it up. Giants able to find it. Kilmer trying to keep it in. Carr finds himself, he's skating in with it. Good pressure being kept from the Giants, and good stick from the Giants. Clears it, it's going to be a race to the puck. Puck goes wide. Carr's going to find it. Passing up along the wall. Reuper has the puck. Pushing up to Kess just out in front. Giants intercept that. And Gull's going to take back up. 4-on-5 hockey, power play opportunity for the Gulls. Carr pushes up to Reuper. Tries to hit his man, Gordon, but intercepted by the Giants. Out of puck. Puck out of play. That's a souvenir for somebody. Looks like we'll take a just outside the offensive zone drop. Dumped in by Ackerson. Giants trying to run the boards. They hit their man. Good clear on their end. 38 seconds are left on the power play for the Gulls. Burns takes it, tosses it up. Icing waved off as the speed died down. Ackerson finds himself in succession of the puck. He's got 3 on him. Good battle in front of the net going on. Another attempt to clear. Good hold by Burns. Giants try to get it cleared, but unable to do so. Shot trying to get off by Burns, but gets intercepted by the Giants. Giants back at full strength now. 2:45 left of the game, first period. We're calling a tip by Evanson, so no icing being called. Burns racing back for it. He's going to have one to compete with. Outmaneuvers the Giants. Trying to pass it up. Just fans on it. Turns it over to the Giants. Giants looking at top circle. Passes it down bottom circle. Lining up something. Takes a shot saved by Brotherton. Giants able to find it again. A little battle with Burns. Evanson battling out in front of the net. Top circle. Takes a shot. Gets blocked by Anderson. Anderson has a breakaway opportunity here. Takes a shot, good stick on by Giants. Prevents that shot from getting off. Gulls changing out some legs. They're coming back to meet with them. Geikie finds it, tries to backhand it, hits a leg of the Giants, and Giants finds their way skating back out. Good stick by Kilmer, prevents Giants from getting anything off too much. Gulls trying to get a clear, battling along just around the blue line. It's underneath some skates, and Geikie finds it, trying to push it up, but unable to do so. Giants gets a turnover, and Brotherton covers it. Carr's going to push it up, but just gets a bad stick, and Giants able to dump it in. Kilmer trying to get to it. He's battling along the boards. Just goes wide. Holding my breath a little bit. There's a little pass. Moroni up to Kess. Just gets off his stick. Kess keeps up with it. Just out in front of the stick of Moroni, but Giants able to find their way back into the zone. Taking a shot, hits the side of the net. Stuck underneath some skates. Centering option, but nobody there for the Giants. Top circle, takes a shot, goes wide. Kilmer's going to try to push it up along the half wall. Giants able to find it, dump it back deep. Carr's going to ring the boards. Kess going to get to it first. Gets a clear. Moroni gets a stick on it, forcing Giants to take back up. They do so. Centering option, looking for a one-timer, unable to hit their intended target for the Giants. 12 seconds remaining. Defensive zone. Shot goes just through the crease, goes wide. Moroni ringing the boards. And that's going to be the end of the first period. End of the first, quite a few penalties on the board. Few power play opportunities for the Giants, I think, in their favor, if we look back at it. Score, Gulls down 1. Giants up 2. Apologies if you tried tuning in on the Facebook link. The first link broke. So hopefully you found that second link and joining us here today. This will be the one and only game for the Gulls today. This game is being played for the 7th and 8th place in the tournament. Again, both teams are looking for a victory on this as they entered in this game, both losing all 3 of their games. Starting lineup for the Gulls. Looks like Gordon will be dropping the puck. Or Ackerson more likely. Gordon and Butcher as wings. Burns and Evanson back on defense. Again, Brotherton sitting in between the posts all weekend here. No neutralized discussion. Gulls push it into their offensive zone. Little battle. Push back to the blue line. Burns is going to take a shot. Glove save, pushes it down, and covers by the Giants. Tendy. Gulls win that face-off, push it over to Evanson. Evanson tried pushing over to Burns. Burns knocks his player off the puck. Stuck underneath some skates. Burns still finds it. Gets it dumped in deep. Giants trying to get it clear. Hits a body of Ackerson. Ackerson still sticking with it. Good clear by the Giants. Giants try to take a shot, just fans off their shot. Burns finds it, trying to get a clear, but hits a skate, unable to get that full clear. He's going to battle it out. A lot of bodies down there at the half wall. Puck gets loose. Ackerson's going to push it up. Evanson trying to get to it, but a good stick on from Giants. Burns throws a backhand on it, dumps it deep in the corner. Butcher's going to get to it. Giants intercept it and find their way taking a shot as they battle out with Ebertowski and able to put one in. That's going to put the Giants up 3, Gulls down to 1 at 13:18 of the second period. Giants up and in. Kilmer first to get to it. Using the boards, trying to get over to the Anderson, number 5. Good stick on from Giants, keeps it in play on their side. Geike gets it clear. Giants find themselves through the neutral zone coming in. Good stick, knocks him off the puck. Battle up front and right along the blue line, gets a clear. Kilmer finds himself with it, getting deep. Trying to push it over to Anderson. Gets intercepted by the Giants. Giants send it up, hits their player. They're going to be the first to get to it. Pressure being given by Carr. Carr knocks him off the puck, loose puck behind the net. And that's going to be a tripping call on the Giants. Hooking. It's going to put the Gulls on a power play opportunity for the next 2 minutes at 12:07. Down 1-3. Kess taking the drop. Carr stepping up on it, but a good stick on by Giants. Giants short-handed, getting by Kilmer. Gonna see a breakaway opportunity. Glove save by Brotherton on that breakaway for the Giants. Kilmer and Burns swapping spots real quick. Giants passing up. Moroni finds it along the blue line. Trying to push it up to Kess, unable to get there. Carr retracting back into their zone. Pushing over to Moroni. Moroni dumps it in. Kess gets a good skate in front of it, but Giants still find themselves in succession. They dump it out. Carr finds it, pushes it over to Burns. Burns going to push one on net, and Tendy wants to cover. .11 left of the second. 1:05 remaining in that power play. Again, Giants shorthanded at this point. Ackerson won the drop, pushed it over the Butcher. Butcher pushed it over to that Carr. Tries to take a shot, hits a body out in front. Giants finds himself in the puck, and they get a good clear. Carr building his momentum up. Coming through a neutral zone. Got 2 in front of him, 1 behind him. Looking for an opportunity for a shot. Puts one on the backside of the net. And Giants getting a clear. And they're going to be the first one to get to it. Puts one out center. Hits their pass, just bounces off their stick. 13 seconds remaining of the power play opportunity for the Gulls. Giants keeping some pressure. Burns finds it, pushes it up to Ackerson. Ackerson coming up to the net, takes a shot, goes a little too wide. Giants back at full strength. They toss it up, but that might be an icing if it keeps the momentum. Doesn't get past. Looks like Evanson blew a tire. Took out a Giant with him in the corner. Both getting up on the free will. Burns keeping some pressure as Giants coming up. And they will lift one up. Top shelf, put it in over Brotherton for goal number 4. Battle along the neutral ice boards. Burns finds it, pushes it over to Anderson. Anderson trying the stick maneuver and puck handle it between the Giants, but good skate from the Giants. Be able to take him off the puck. Centering option right through the crease. Lift it up and put over into the corner. Giants takes a shot, hits off a body. It looks like Burns. Anderson trying to get to it, but a good stick from Giants pushes it further deep. Around the boards, Geike's going to pick it up. Giants strips Geike of the puck. Ebertowski pushed it over to Anderson. Anderson taking a shot, hits the glove of the Tendy, continues in play. Geike takes the Giants off the puck. Moroni sitting out front. He's going to have to go give some assistance on that wall, but nope. Giants throw it around side. Kilmer's going to dump it in deeper. In the other corner, just a puck bounce off the stick, and Kess loses control. Giants push it out. Kilmer's going to dump it in and puts it right on net. Tendy wants to have it covered. At 8, 14, 13, 12, 11, we'll continue the clock. Trying to push it back to Carr at the blue line. Giants intercept it. They're going to push it up front. Ackerson building his speed. He's going to have one in front of him, two right behind him. Tries to push it out, does so, gets it clear, but the Giants are already taken up. Butcher finds himself pushing through the neutral zone. Kilmer pushes it in. Gulls tag up. Giants hit their man along the half wall. They get a good clear. Kilmer back on defense. Gordon keeping some pressure and gets a turnover. Ackerson trying to push it over to Butcher, gets intercepted by the Giants. Giants throw one on net, pushed off to the side by Brotherton. Giants takes a shot, goes weak. Carr's able to find it, gets a clear. Tag up just in time. Ackerson throws it out again. And that's going to be an offsides on the Giants. Tendy's checking their gear. And back at it. 6:50 remaining in the second period. Ball's down 1-4. Giants finding their way, breaking through the entry. Puck gets cleared by the Gulls, but a little too much sauce on it, and that's going to be an icing on the Gulls. Shot goes high above the net, hits the back wall. Giants going to be trying to get to it, does get to it. They're going to throw it up top of the slot, thrown in. Another shot on goal. Brotherton covering. Good clear by the Gulls. Giants going to get to it first. Burns tosses it in. Giants find themselves with the puck. Good hold by Moroni. Moroni's going to toss it up to Kess. Just gets a wicked bounce off of Kess's stick, goes into the corner. Giants get to it. They throw it behind the net. Kess and Gordon giving some pressure, but Giants finding their way out. They pass it up to the blue line. You got Carr back on defense. Outmaneuvering Carr. Moroni back on the line. And they take the shot. And another goal. Goal for the Giants. That's going to push it up to 1-5 at 5:11 of the second period. Giants tossing it up. Good stick by Butcher. Knocks them off their play that they're trying to set up. Good stick by Ackerson, keeps it in play in the neutral zone, but Giants find themselves skating out of the neutral zone. Takes a shot, saved by Brotherton. Looking for a cover, loose puck still. And cleared. Cleared by the Gulls, might be too much. Goalie comes out, wants to play it. Puck comes back to Carr. Carr pushes it over to Kilmer. Just gets a bounce off his stick. Giants able to find it. Dumps it in deep. Delayed penalty coming in. Brotherton skating off, trying to get that extra attacker. Carr takes a shot, goes high. And we're going to have that delayed penalty called, stoppage of play, as the Giants hit it. That's going to put us on a power play at 3:46 for the next 2 minutes. All right, clock is right. Ready to go. Giants win that face-off, get a good clear. Giants again short-handed, heavy defense expected on their part. Good interception of the pass from Evanson up to Anderson. And the Giants able to find themselves in the neutral zone. Again, short-handed on the Giants, they dump it in deep. Evanson's going to be first to get to it. Evanson pushing over to Anderson. Anderson maneuvering around. He's got Ebertowski out front. Tries to take a backhand. Saved by this goaltender. Goes behind the net. Back over to Burns. Burns is going to take a shot from the blue line. Evanson's going to step up on it. Takes a shot. Glove save by the Tendy for the Giants. 2:54. Moroni, Kess, Reuper coming out as your forwards. Kilmer and Carr back on defense. Carr looking for time. Just fans off his shot. Didn't get as much sauce on as he wanted, but push over to Reuper. Reuper's going to take a shot. Loose puck out in front of the slot, and looks like it's still loose, but the whistle stoppage will cause that to be blown dead. Push back. Carr's going to find it. Taking a shot. It's a body of a Giants player. Good pressure being kept by Kess. But Giants get a turnover. They got 38 seconds remaining of their penalty kill. They're breaking into the zone. Shorthanded. Takes a shot, goes wide. Offside's being called by Giants. Moroni's going to find himself with the puck. Using the boards. Takes a shot. Loose puck out front. Cleared to the corner. Interference being called on Reuper. Interference checking. Penalty was incorrectly on the home team on the scoreboard. Scoreboard incorrect, as it's actually the home team in. Goalie came out. I hope I got that out. Gulls trying to get it clear. The goalie came out to play it. Soft tossed it up, and the Gulls found it and put it in the back of the net. Short-handed. Just a misinterpreted play by the Tendy of the Giants. Again, scoreboard shows a guest in for a penalty. It is actually the home team. Burns finds himself with the puck. He's coming in. Takes another advantage. At 1:24, we'll call it. Burns will put another one in. Looks like they might have got into the head of the Giants goaltender. Short-handed goal, another. That's two short-handed goals, but now Giants, they found their skates with him again. Burns skates through his man, strips him from the puck. Burns pushing it up, just gets off the stick of Gordon. And a clear. Looks like the Giants sitting back, cherry-picking. Takes a shot. Brotherton kicks Pats over to the corner. Giants push it back to the blue line. Good pressure by Gordon. Giants still push it in behind the net now. Get a clear from the Gulls. Got back. Giants picked it up. Just gets off the stick of the Giants as they're trying to get a good side of the Tendy for Brotherton, but unable to secure that goal. Again, 30 seconds remaining of that penalty kill for the Gulls. Giants still have possession. They're looking for a centering option. Hits off the body of Ackerson, goes behind the net. Giants still maintain a little possession, going back and forth between their players behind the net. Passing it back to the blue line. And that's, End of the second period, 13 seconds remaining on that penalty kill for the Gulls. But Gulls came back with 2 goals shorthanded, 3-5. Both teams going to take a minute rest. Coach is going to talk to them what's going right, what's going wrong, and how we're going to attack the third period. All right, 4-on-5 hockey, penalty kill for the Gulls for the next 13 seconds. 15 minutes on the board. Let's play some hockey. Ackerson maneuvering around. Good pressure being kept from the Giants. Knocks him off the puck and gets a turnover. Giants gets a good clear. Carr's got possession. Pushes it back to Kilmer. Kilmer's going to push it over to the boards and see Ackerson. Ackerson pushes it up to Gordon. Good clear by the Giants. Gulls back at full strength. Little discussion back and forth along the neutral zone. And that's going to be an icing. Oh, no. Okay. Somebody must have touched it, apparently. Ackerson trying to get a backhand clear. Kilmer finds himself with possession of the puck. He dumps it in. Bertowski keeping some pressure. Giants have to toss it back to the other side. Kilmer steps up on it, pushes one up to the net. Tendy pushes it off to the side. Bertowski trying to battle it out, but Giants find themselves with the puck, skating out of the zone. Kilmer tries to get some pressure on it. Tripping call being called on the Gulls. Carr going to sit into the sin bin again. Ooh, that's number 2 for him. Penalty assessed to the correct side of the scoreboard. 2 minutes on the Emily Santa Gravel penalty kill. Lost underneath some skates. Giants find it. They're going to dump it up. Burns finds it. Trying to push it around. Giants find it and will find it to the back of the net for goal number 6, executing on their power play opportunity. Everything trying to battle it out, but 2 Giants right on top of them. Take him off the puck. They're going to dump it in deep. Another shot goes centered. Takes a shot. Brotherton saves and covers. Burns finds himself with the puck short-handed, skating up. Maneuvers out through one of them, seeing who's got out in front, trying to center it up to Reuper. unable to get there. Giants intercepts it. Again, Gulls not short-handed. They're full strength. My apologies. Icing on the Giants at 12:22, 21, 20, 12:20. Gulls will take an offensive zone drop. 12:20, down 3-6. Third period. Back to Kilmer. Kilmer's going to wind up, takes a shot, looking for a redirect, just goes wide. Giants get it clear. Gordon picks it up, neutral ice. Going to run into some traffic with the Giants. Bounces off of them. Breaks into the zone. Delayed penalty coming in for the Giants. Hooking being called on the Giants. That's going to put the Gulls on a power play opportunity. Waiting for the board. Board's correct. Ready to play. Heavy defense expected by the Giants. And they get a good clear. Dumps it down. Giants changing out a leg. Gulls push it up to Gordon. Gordon's got one in front of him. Maneuvers. He's got two on the side of him. Takes a shot, just fans off the shot, goes wide behind the net. He's still battling out. Ackerson's going to find the puck over in the corner. And good clear by the Giants. Gets it clear, but able to maintain control right along the blue line. Gulls take back up. Carr's going to push it up to Ackerson. Ackerson over to Kilmer. And Giants get another clear. Carr settles it down in the neutral zone. Carr, Ackerson, Kilmer, Ebertowski, and Anderson. Takes a shot from Carr, goes high. Carr's got possession, pushes it back to Kilmer. Kilmer's going to line up, pushes it back to Carr. Back to Kilmer, just goes through his skates and stick. Kilmer's off to the races. Giants short-handed, coming in for another 40 seconds. Anderson takes his man off the puck. Ackerson picks it up. 3 back on defense for the Giants. Gulls trying to play catch-up to Ackerson. Trying to outmaneuver. Takes a shot and just drops on it at the right time from the Tendy from the Giants. Saves that shot from going in at 10:04. 21 seconds remaining in that power play opportunity for the Gulls. Giants find themselves trying to clear it. Burns picks it up, goes just high above the pipe. Giants going to find it in the corner. Good pressure being kept by Kess. Kess knocks his man off the puck, but 2 Giants on top of him. Knocks him off. And Giants finding it. Trying to toss it up. And we're going to call on the Gulls. Checking. That's going to put the Gulls into a Emily Santa Gravel penalty kill at 9:36. Down by 3. Burns gets a clear. He's skating up with 3 Giants right on top of him, short-handed for the Gulls. He's going to take a shot, goes wide. Evanson takes another shot, goes wide behind the net. Burns is going to pick it up again. Again, Gulls short-handed, taking the offensive. Burns just blows a tire, it looks like. Maybe miscalled on the trip. I'll have to watch that one back. Giants trying to get it clear. Do so. Good stick on by Butcher. Knocks it in. Giants sees their man along the blue line, misintended pass. Burns tries to take a shot, just fans off the shot and turns it over to the Giants. Giants passing up, just missed their pass. That's going to be an icing on the Giants in their power play opportunity at 8:41 and 40-39. Minute 4 remaining of the penalty kill for the Gulls. Anderson picking it up in the neutral zone. Gets by one Giant. He's got Ackerson out in front. Wants to take it himself, unable to do so. And Giants take it over. Carr back on defense. The rest of the Gulls playing catch up. Good defense going on by the Gulls. Knocks that puck off. 35 seconds remaining in that penalty kill. Carr pushes it up to Ackerson. Ackerson has that opportunity, trying to stick with it. And Tendy wants to cover it. Trying to get it past that blue line. They do so. They find it in the neutral zone. 10 seconds remaining. That penalty kill for the Gulls. Moroni gets a good stick on it, knocks him off. Battle along the boards. Giants still finds it. They're going to push it up to the net. Full strength back for the Gulls. Good stick on from Giants. Prevents Burns from getting it off. Another good stick. Giants knocks Evanson off. Centering option hits the backside of the net. Giants pushes it back to the defensive men. Top circle, takes a shot. Sounds like a stick save for Brotherton. Knocks it out to the corner. Giants trying to pass it back to the blue line. Gets intercepted by Geike. But bouncing off his stick. Giants take a centering option. Just goes off their stick into the corner. Centering option just missed the one-timer for the Giants. Geike's going to find it. Gets it clear. Geike's got Moroni on the side of him. Tries a stick maneuver around the blue line. Moroni unintended crosses the blue line before the puck does. Anderson pushing it back to Carr. Carr pushing it back up to Anderson. Anderson using the wall. Pushes it up. He's got Moroni, he's got Cass. Trying to push it back to the blue line. Carr's going to find it. Tries to push it up. Giants finds themselves in possession. Clears the zone. Pushes it up to Moroni. Moroni pushing it over to the side to Anderson. Good defense going on by the Giants. Knocks Anderson off the puck. Looking for a shot. Brotherton saves. Kilmer finds it. Tries to push up. Just doesn't get enough two sauce on it. Battle along the boards. Giants find themselves with it. Centering option, and they will put one in at 5:23. Burns taking off with it after that face-off. Looking for a shot. He will answer that goal at 5:12. Keeping the score 4 for the Gulls, 7 for the Giants, 5:10 remaining in the third period. Giants find possession after that face-off, entering the zone. They're taking a shot, hits the side of the net, and Brotherton wants to cover at 4:56 with the net off. Good sticks by Gordon and Ackerson. Gordon coming in, but Giants just take him off that puck. Giants get a good clear. Evanson back, pushes it over to Gordon. Gordon having to leave it behind. Looks like it hit a player from the bench on the Giant side. So we'll take a drop right outside the offensive zone. Again, Gulls down by 3. Kilmer's going to try dumping in, intercepted by Giants. Good pressure being kept, but Giants still find themselves pushing up to their man in the neutral zone. They break through. Centering option just bounces off the stick of the Giants. Loose puck still out in front and covered by Brotherton. Giants taking a shot from top of the circle area. Saved by Brotherton. Another shot gets deflected, goes side of the net. Giants pushing up mid-circle. Trying to clear that loose puck. Giants still find themselves trying to scoot around. Giants pushing over to the other side of the net, looking for a centering option. Good body in front of Anderson. Giants pushing back to the defensive. Takes a shot, saved by Brotherton. .301 remaining of the third period. Ball is down, 4-7. Shot on goal, hits a skater stick of the Giants, turns it over to the Gulls. Moroni coming in with it. Backhands it in. Moroni intercepts the Giants' pass. Takes a shot, goes wide. Finding it. Takes a shot. Saved by Vitendi. Shot comes in. Saved again by Vitendi. Looked like that was coming in from Geike right off the face-off. Puck loose, Burns finds it. Quite a few Giants on top of him, turns it over. Lost underneath Evanson. Giants able to find it. Good pressure being kept by Gordon. Gordon knocks him off the puck. Gordon skating through the neutral zone. Dyke knocks off the Giants off the puck after a turnover. Carr back to retrieve that puck as Giants are trying to get it entered into the zone. Carr trying to pass it, hits off a skate off the Giants. They're looking for potential centering. Nope. Good pressure being kept by the Gulls. Loose puck behind the net. Giants push it back to the defensive. Burns steps in front of it. Blocks that shot from getting off. Trying the backhand goal. Loose puck. And that will be number 8 at 104 for the Giants. Brotherton trying to reach the cover. A lot of traffic out front. Dump it in. Kilmer going to be the first one to get to it from the Gulls. Rounds the boards for Ackerson. Giants dump it into the corner. 45 seconds remaining in the game. Guess gets a good clear. Ackerson trying to keep it out of the Giants' hands on the neutral zone. Good pressure being kept by the Giants as they opt to dump it back in. Carr picking it up. Ackerson intercepts the pass, pushes it up to Kess. 8 seconds remaining. Takes a shot, just goes through the crease. And that's going to be the end of the game. Final score, Gulls 4, Giants 8. Last game for both teams for this shootout tournament. Gulls will be back together in August. So, be a little hiatus from streaming. 2 more tournaments left for the Gulls. We'll post those as the time gets closer. If you tuned in for any of the games to watch a loved one, make sure you send them a note on how well they played. And as always, we'll stay live till the ice is cleared. As always, thanks for tuning in. Have a great rest of your weekend.